So, this is the Star Wars timeline. Uh, but first off, we're just gonna start off with the 9 movies and go from there. So, it starts off with Phantom Menace, where we meet Qui-Gon, a younger Obi-Wan, and a young Anakin. We also see C-3PO and R2-D2 for the first time, Jar Jar Binks, Darth Maul, Darth Sidious, Palpatine, and Queen Amidala, aka Padme. So the big bads are mostly Darth Maul, and we see a little bit of Darth Sidious. Then those ugly green alien things. I honestly I don't remember their names, so I always just refer to them as ugly aliens. Uh, but we got classic scenes like Anakin's pod racing, um, Darth Maul killing Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan killing Darth Maul, stuff like that. We also see Naboo, which is cool. And then we have Attack of the Clones, where we see Jango Fett for the first time, which is awesome. We see the Jedi Council way better than we did in the previous movie, with Mace Windu, the Conehead guy. Obi-Wan is awesome in this, and Anakin's good. But I just love it. Anyways, episode 3 comes after Attack of the Clones, and this is where we actually see Anakin becoming Darth Vader, and we see the awesome fight between Anakin and Obi-Wan. Also, we see Darth Sidious becoming the weird looking thing he is in the original trilogy. And we also see Chewbacca when Yoda visits the Wookiees. Also, Dooku dies in this, and so does Grievous. I forgot to mention Dooku is the big bad for Attack of the Clones. Yeah. Also, just the way they show Order 66 is amazing, and a heartfelt moment if you watch all of the prequels. And I love how all throughout the prequels they hinted at Anakin being more to the dark side more and more until the big finale. And then you also see his children, Luke and Leia, being brought to their uncle. Well, Leia's somewhere else, but yeah. And then to kick off the original trilogy, it has A New Hope, where we see Luke on Tatooine, meeting a really old Obi-Wan, and eventually he meets Han Solo, the Wookiee, and Leia. This movie, was the first ever Star Wars movie, and was just amazing through and through. The whole concept of this Death Star and stuff was awesome. It's a classic adventure that starts it all, just like the poster says. And then we have by far the best Star Wars movie ever, Empire Strikes Back. This has this is just amazing. You get Hoth, you get the Luke, I am your father. You get Leia's and Han's relationship. You get Cloud City, Boba Fett. It's just pure cinema. It's amazing. And then it also the different world building in the different planets and species also is awesome. I loved Cloud City and Hoth. Those two were my favorite places from this movie. So yeah. And then to finish off the original trilogy, you got Return of the Jedi, which you see Lando back again. I forgot to mention Lando being in Empire Strikes Back. You see Lando again. You got Jabba, them finally saving Han from the kryptonite. Um, you got the death of Boba Fett. You got the Jabba's palace with the Rancor and everything. I loved that. And then you have them finally defeating the Darth Vader and the Empire. And then you also see the Ewoks, which is awesome. This used to be my favorite Star Wars movie just because of the Ewoks, but Empire is definitely better in my opinion. And then to start off The Force Awakens, we see Rey on a quest to find Luke Skywalker. Rey meets Poe Dameron and Finn, which is ex-stormtrooper. They also have BB-8. And then the big bads are Kylo Ren, and there's also a Chrome Stormtrooper. I don't remember her name, but whatever. And then Rey also meets old heroes, like Han Solo and Leia. And the Millennium Falcon also makes a return, and so does Chewie. We see R2-D2 and C-3PO reuniting. And then Rey finally finds the island that Luke has been hiding at, and then goes to give Luke his old lightsaber. Then there's The Last Jedi. Rey finally meets Luke, but out of character. Luke throws the lightsaber and gets mad and wants to end the Jedis. But Luke dies in this movie anyway, so it doesn't matter. Han also dies. Because, Kylo Ren. I mean, Leia dies in this. Han already died. Doesn't matter. But, it's just, this movie was the worst Star Wars movie. It just wasn't good, in my opinion. But, I mean, hey, the shows they made after this was good, so. Okay, so to end off the 3 main trilogies and to end off the sequel trilogy, we got The Rise of Skywalker, where we see Palpatine was the person behind it all along. I hated this twist so much, in my opinion. And to find out that Rey was a Palpatine the whole time was annoying, because I feel like it should have been something special. And I guess being a Palpatine is something special, but it's like Palpatines don't matter anymore. I think they should have just let Palpatine die. But we also see Poe's friend, the girl with the golden helmet, and we see Darth Vader's castle in this, broken castle. We see other stormtroopers that turn good, and also the end fight with all the different spaceships were really cool. So we might be done with all 9 main movies through the 3 main trilogies, but there's still a few more movies we haven't talked about, like Solo, A Star Wars Story. This shows how Han obtained the Millennium Falcon, how Han met Chewie, and how Han met Lando. This is a pretty decent mythology film. I like how it shows Darth Maul towards the ending. The cast of this was pretty good. And then you got Rogue One. The cast in this is amazing. The story is amazing. I love the part where they all die. Um, I think this movie just is all throughout very good. The cast, I already mentioned, amazing. The story, amazing. Uh, I love the whole idea of the fact that they have some of the instructions for the ship. I mean, the Death Star. Also, um, one of the characters is gonna get his own TV show, which takes place before this, which is gonna be awesome. Now, both of those movies took place after the sequels and were right before the prequels, but these two take place right after Empire. You probably weren't expecting them to be on this list, but these were considered C canon. But I mean, the C canon and whatever the other stuff was called, those are kind of outdated. But we're gonna include the Ewok movies anyways. So it starts off with Caravan of Courage, where these kids lose their parents and they have to find them. I don't know much about it because I have not watched the Ewok movies, but I will eventually watch them. So I can't give you too much. All I know is that they lose their parents in this one and they gotta find them. But these movies are probably good, or hopefully good. We'll have to see. And then we have Ewoks Battle for Endor. Again, I haven't watched this movie, and this one I know nothing about. But from the picture, I would guess that the kids help the Ewoks battle these people that are trying to take over Endor. But I assume the Ewoks win. So yeah, again, sorry, I haven't watched the movie, so I can't say much about it. But I hope it's good once I watch it. Then the Clone Wars movie, the animated one at least, we see Ahsoka for the first time, and Anakin meeting Ahsoka. More importantly, we see Jabba the Hutt's baby, which is cool. And this is the first time we really get to see the Clone Wars in action, because the Attack of the Clones only showed up. The clones only showed up towards the end, So, this was a good movie when it got announced and stuff. And I recently rewatched it, and yeah, I think it's still pretty decent. Then you have the Star Wars TV show, Season 1, Episode 1 to Season 7, Episode 9. In this period gap, we see Darth Maul come back, his family, we see Ventress, we see the clones in a way cooler, and we also see stuff like the Mandalore drama with the evil Mandalorians, and some are good, some are bad. We see the maker of the Force, kind of like the Force gods. It's just amazing. The first two seasons are meh, but it gets better. We see Cad Bane for the first time in this, and yeah, just all in all, amazing. And then we got Clone Wars Season 7, Episode 10 to Season 7, Episode 12. The reason why these two episodes take place after Revenge of the Sith is because some of these scenes are after Anakin is Darth Vader, or after Order 66, and some scenes literally take place during the movie. But yeah, this 2 episodes are good. And then we got Bad Batch, where some clones are still good, and these good clones that are still good, um, you know, do missions where they fight bad guys or evil clones and stuff. All of these clones, usually have like a genetic difference from normal clones. Um, like one, you know, is missing body parts. One is a kid. Like, just things like that. And then you have Rebels, which has a young Jedi meeting an older Jedi in his group, and all of them, rebel against the Empire and take them down. You also see Ahsoka fighting Anakin or Darth Vader, which is awesome. And this season starts to get pretty good in the later seasons, but it's kind of meh still in the first couple seasons. But yeah. And then to end off the animated TV shows, we have Resistance, which is just super kiddie, like really kiddish and stuff. Campy would be the word. But it's about Poe Dameron as a spy. And this takes place after Return of the Jedi, but before Force Awakens and the sequel trilogy. So, meh. It's a meh show, but, well, less than meh. Horrible, horrible show. And then we have Mandalorian season 1 through 2. I specified season 1 through 2 because I'm pretty sure season 3 will take place after the Book of Boba Fett. But we meet Grogu, Baby Yoda. We have Gideon Moth as the bad guy. We see the Mando getting his lightsaber. We also get Boba Fett in the second season. We see Ahsoka. We see Luke. We see a lot of old faces and a lot of new faces. We also see the Mandalorians that help Boba get his Mando get his dark saber. And yeah, it's just I loved Mandalorian. It was an amazing show in my opinion. But yeah, and I can't wait for season 3 to come out. Then we got Book of Boba Fett, which was pretty meh show. I liked the first few episodes with Tusken Raider stuff. And then you had the 2 Mandalorian episodes. Those episodes were amazing, but why are they in this show? Why is this important Mandalorian character development happening in this show? Especially because it just makes no sense. Especially because this show only got 7 episodes, which sucks. But I loved the Tusken stuff. The bikers were my least favorite part. And but it was decent. At least it was decent. But the stuff also happened fast, and I think that's also because it only having 7 episodes. But yeah, that was the whole Star Wars timeline. Thank you for watching. Bye.